Day I was getting out of bed and I thought by myself, you know what, yesterday we did some cool videos, the day before that we did some cool videos, let's continue the trend, let's do some cool videos. Today we're going to be talking about Remnants, the origin that is available as part of Ancient Relics. Yes, you need the Ancient Relics update in order to get access to the Remnants. What does Remnants do? Well, you start on a Relic World, or at least you think you do. It is actually something else, but we'll go into detail about that shortly. Yeah, you start on a Relic World and you can be agrarian ideal. Everything else, perfectly fine. Go absolutely nuts. A Relic World. Let's dive in to see what Remnants is all about. So you've gotten Ancient Relics and you thought by yourself, you know what, I want to use this here origin and have some fun with it. Let's dive in here and try to figure out what's going on with this here Relic World that we start on. Yeah, I called it broken because that's what it is. It's very much a broken Relic World. Why? There's agricultural districts on this here Relic World, and we don't have 9 tiles of minerals or energy. It's just this is standard. And yeah, we got agricultural district, which doesn't really happen on box standard Relic Worlds. Normal Relic Worlds are basically Ecumonopoli that have been completely destroyed through some reason, but you can rebuild them. You get cool stuff as tile blockers that you can do stuff with. So let's take a look at our tile blockers. What do we actually have available to ourselves on this here Relic World? It is size 22 though, that's pretty nice. But yeah, let's dive right in here. So Industrial Wasteland, Sprawling Slums, that's nice, it's free pop. And then there's all these ruined archologies. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's about 5, and for every single one there's a bunch of stuff that can happen. But this is not a Relic World. Where are my reactor pits where my kids can have rave parties? Where are my massive crevasses that completely pile over all of our industrial districts? Or the collapsed spire that gives insane amounts of research? Yeah, you won't find any of this stuff here because this is actually not a Relic World at all. This is a bog standard normal world with a Relic World skin with a couple of tile blockers on it. That's right. You've heard me. This is, in fact, a normal world with a bunch of cool stuff on it. So what do these special archologies actually do? Well, every single time you remove one of these for a magnificent price of 750 energy and 250 minerals, you will have a chance of getting some minor artifacts. Now, if you are going on a binge and you're thinking by yourself, you know what, I want to use all these artifact technologies and stuff like that and all the bonuses that I can get for that and reverse engineer all that stuff, or maybe even get something along the lines of doing the special projects for the precursor empires, oh, you can go absolutely nuts. It's a bit expensive, but hey, you get something out of it. You get minor artifacts. On top of that, there is a chance of technology. Well, I say a chance. There is definitely a chance that you will get special technologies. Now, what kind of special technologies here, ASpec? Well, there is a couple of cool things here. Once you remove one of these here ruined archologies, the technology that you can get is whatever technology is ready for you. This can be anything, and on top of that, you will get any of the 3 technology bonuses as well, which is nice, I guess. A random research option will be progressed to 0.95%, or at least 95% in general. I'm just reading this off the text files here. But yeah, it's kind of weird. You get a bunch of resources, like physics research reward, or engineering, or society, as well as a technology. Basically 95% done. That basically means that for a magnificent 750 energy and 250 minerals, you get 5 free technologies. I say free because it's relatively quick. You get a year to do them because that's how long it takes to remove these blockers, which is pretty nice. On top of that, once you start colonizing your worlds, somewhere within your first 4 worlds that you will colonize, you will get a very special event where it will say, hey, This place used to be one of ours. Remember that that relic world that we're living on? That means that we used to have a massive interstellar empire, because an Ecumonopolis cannot be supported by only a couple of planets. No, you need an entire industrial backbone to make that happen. So yeah, you'll find yourself a world, as long as you have less than 4 colonies, that has an archology on it as well, which basically means that you will be able to build districts a little bit quicker, which is nice. You don't get any tech bonuses out of it though. Minor artifacts, yes, but not any tech bonuses. So effectively, what Remnants is a bit of a bootstrap. You get a bunch of free technologies relatively quickly, which is nice. You don't really get anything in terms of rebuild the Ecumonopolis. Well, you can restore the Ecumonopolis, sure, but you need anti-gravity engineering for that, so you can bypass the Ecumonopolis Ascension perk. Let's actually take a look here what it is actually called. The Ascension perk is called Archology Project, of course. ASpec, you are an absolute numpty. But yeah, so you can effectively get one of your worlds up and running into an Ecumonopolis without actually having the Ascension perk for it, which is nice. It just means that in the meantime, you're going to need to do a little bit of expanding, get that first colony, get some more archologies on there, etc. Aside from that, that is pretty much it. There's a couple of weird things about it, though. I looked through the text files for this one, and apparently there's a comment here that says, owner has origin. Apparently, the broken worlds cannot be Earth because hashtag no special Earth for you, comma, sorry. Thank you, devs. Much appreciated that that you're going all the way with this, so that there is actually people thinking about you when you're reading this. I'm sure somebody out there had this in mind when this was written. But yeah, what do you do with Remnants aside from all of the stuff that I've just told you? Well, it's pretty much a bog standard playthrough. Pretty simple, no real bells and whistles aside from the fact that you have a relic world and a couple of technologies early on that you can unlock. You can unlock them at any time you want, but do you really want to keep those districts away? You could hypothetically wait all the way to the late game and then get one of the archologies and poof! You may have yourself 0-point power, but that is of course a tier 5 tech, so that's going to take a little while to get there. So, Relic Worlds, your capital is ready to be turned into an Ecumonopolis. How fun. Aside from that, the planet itself is pretty much a completely dolled up starter world, which I think is fascinating. No cool bonuses, it's got some cool dress, but that is pretty much it. So yeah, if you have ancient relics and you want to give it a bash, go right into it. It's an interesting start. It's different from your standard vanilla start, so go right ahead. At least, again, if you have ancient relics. I want to thank my patrons for making this video possible. For those of you who've been watching the videos in the last couple of days and have been listening to the Patreon message, I am now sleeping on the couch because my wife got really upset with me regarding the car thing from yesterday. Don't worry though, I'm sure everything will just completely be okay. In the meantime though, the couch is pretty hard, so if you want to get involved inside with the Patreon, go right ahead and maybe I'll be able to afford some pillows. How's that for that one? Also, if you don't have ancient relics or federations, there is a link down in the description below that will take you to the Paradox store. You can buy both expansions over there, and I will get a cut of those proceeds. So yeah, you get a Steam key, a Paradox key, and you can go completely nuts, as well as that warm, fuzzy feeling inside, thinking by yourself, as well as that warm, fuzzy feeling knowing that ASpec will get a couple of bucks out of it, which is nice. You know, it's difficult times. Anyway, we're gonna go and wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Remnants, and until next time, take good care of yourselves. And as always, this is a dolled up planet.